Hello, welcome again to Dream Big and Succeed with Sunday Ezekiel. And once again, thank you so much for being part of my previous videos. Thank you for joining today again. And I trust that you are really learning from here. Please don't forget to keep sharing and making some comments so that we can get feedbacks on how we can improve and do more from this platform. Thank you so much. Today, I want to focus on this topic, which I've captioned Thinking Clearly. Thinking clearly. How you can turn ordinary moments into extraordinary results. Very important. I'm going to keep looking at some points there. Of course, one of the most important aspects of our life is our thinking pattern. We need to learn how to keep thinking about what we are thinking about. It's important to learn how to think about what you are thinking about. And also, we need to learn how to think differently in every aspect of our life if we want to succeed in life. So, how you can think clearly so that you can be able to turn ordinary moments into extraordinary results. Now, the first point here we're looking at is that it's important for us to recognize the moments that matter. Not all moments are created equal. We need to understand that. Some moments have the potential to transform our trajectory, while others are simply a blur of routine. So, the key is to be able to recognize the moments that matter and to give them our full attention. We need to recognize it. There are some moments in our life that matter so much. We must recognize such moments. When you recognize it and you give it your full attention, it will help you to turn ordinary situation into extraordinary result. This is very important. Number 2 point here is we must develop the ability to master our circumstances rather than being mastered by them. See, we often feel like we are at the mercy of our circumstances. But the truth is, we have more control than we think. You see, we can choose to let our circumstances dictate our lives, or we can take control and create the life we want. Of course, you understand that we have that power and the ability to determine or take control of our circumstances. Every one of us have issues that we face in life. We shouldn't allow the challenges of life to take over our life. We must be able to master the challenges, be in charge, be in control of your circumstances. It will help you a lot to think clearly and to turn ordinary moments into extraordinary results. The third point here is this. We must have the ability or develop the ability to build a system for automatic success. Build a system for automatic success. The truth of the matter is, we all have habits, both good and bad. The good news is that we can use our habits to our advantage by creating a system for automatic success. This means identifying the habits that are leading us towards our goals and then making them as easy and automatic as possible. The truth of the matter is, there are some habits that are not leading to the achievement of our goals. There are some habits that way, like that. We have to make sure we disempower such habits and empower the habit that leads us into our success. For instance, reading is a very good habit. Reading, which I call continuous learning, is an habit that we must develop, that at least 1 hour of our day should be spent on reading quality materials that will lead us into the achievement of our goals. It's better you spend good time reading quality materials than spending hours, just going through different things, watching different stuff on the internet. That may not really empower you much. But sitting down to read book, to develop yourself, is an habit that we must develop that will lead us to our success. So we must identify such habit and then Make them as easy, as automatic as possible. Very important. Number 4 point here is we must be able to identify the enemies of clear thinking and reprogram them. There are enemies of clear thinking. There are a number of things that can cloud our thinking and prevent us from making good decisions. So many things like that. These include things like stress, fatigue, and biases. The key is to identify these enemies and then develop strategies for overcoming them. Identify such enemies in your own individual life and then develop strategies to overcome them. This is very important. The number 5 here is we must avoid the self-destructive behaviors that have been secretly holding us back. There are self-destructive behaviors that may be holding you back. You must identify it and avoid it. Now, we all have self-destructive behaviors that sabotage our success. This could include things like procrastination, perfectionism, negative self-talk. See, the key is to identify these behaviors and then find ways to replace them with more positive ones. Stop procrastinating on what you should do now for you to succeed. You don't have to get everything perfectly at once. Sometimes because you want it to be perfect, you are not making moves. Just try and do it first. Then as you go on, you can begin to now perfect it. You don't have to get it perfect at first. As a matter of fact, every successful person I know did not get it right the first time. They tried it, they failed, they tried again, they failed, and they kept trying until they are where they are today. What of negative self-talk? Why must you talk yourself out of success? Don't use your mouth to talk yourself out of your success in life. Develop positive self-talk. Look at yourself in the mirror every morning and speak good things to your life. Speak good things to yourself. Talk about where you are going. And then you find yourself behaving and moving in that direction until you get there. This is very important. Number 6, create an environment that transforms your desired behavior into default behaviors. Let me say that again. Create an environment that transforms your desired behaviors into default behaviors. Truth of the matter is, we are all product of our environment. If we want to change our behavior, we need to change our environment. If you check my previous video, I talked about environmental auditing. If you want to change your result, what you're producing, you have to change your environment. If we want to change our behavior, we need to change our environment. This is important. This means creating an environment that makes it easy and natural for us to do the things we want to do and difficult to do the things we do not want to do. We have to create such environment. For instance, environment that enables you to read, to study, to engage in continuous learning. These are environment that you need. And then you have to get rid of some things. Environment things that will not allow you to do the things you need to do in order to succeed. And the last point we're looking at is this: shift your perspective to see the situation clearly. Shift your perspective to see the situation clearly. Our perspective is a powerful tool that can help us to see the world in a new and different way. When we are stuck in a rut, we need to shift our perspective in order to see things differently. This could mean taking a step back from the situation, looking at it from a different angle, or getting input from others. That's why sometimes you need mentors who can help you to shift your thinking. You need people, good people, who have achieved some level of result in life, who can help you to also achieve some result by virtue of the counsel and the mentoring you get from them. These points are very important for us to note if we must think clearly and turn ordinary moments to extraordinary result. Thank you very much for your time today. Till I come your way again in my next video, don't forget to like, to keep sharing, and to comment so that we can get feedbacks. Thank you very much once again for your time, and I want to advise you, dream big and you will succeed. Cheers.